Deputy Governor Nyeri County, Kinarire, the area MP, Honorable Eric Wamumbi, the members of the County Assembly who are here, our MCA, the DCC Madera East, David Wanyonyi, the DCC Madera West, Mr. Murray, OCPD, Efastas Karaoke, Nakada Central Manager Amos Waroe, and the entire Nakada team that is here, our civil servants, distinguished guests, invited guests, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first deliver the greetings from their excellencies, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the Deputy President, Rigathi Gichaga, the only one, the Rigi. Do you receive their greetings? These are two fine fathers that I know, men who love the youth, and in spite of the challenges that is facing the nation, they are spending sleepless nights trying everything possible to improve education and your living standards. Kindly be patient, for you need to pray for them, and you need to pray that the economy improves. Because even if they were to lie to you that things are going to turn overnight, it may not be possible, but I can assure you, as a roommate of one of them, they are doing something. And you see, those are also my boy children. I must defend them. And I must pray for them, and I know they are working. And as a mother, one of the mothers in the nation, I know we are pushing them to make sure that your living standard and education, I know about the help and all these things are going to improve. I know that. Nothing I say is permanent, and when things get tough, the tough get going. I am glad you have been tested by the challenges that are there, and you are here today after passing your many testing ground. You are in primary school, you passed, you are in secondary school, you have passed, and you are the chosen few who are in this prestigious University of Karatina. And I say always that some of the things that you see are happening in this country, it is not the only country that is going through challenges. Across the world, you will find the same kind of challenges are facing Tanzania, it is facing Uganda, it is facing United States, it is facing UK. You may not know, you have not been there, I have been there. And when I go there, the same complaints, not exactly equal, are there. And what I can guarantee you as a mother is that sometimes when things are very tough and things are not going well, the best thing is to start thinking and become visionary and start thinking outside the box, as I am trying to do as a mother, to know how you can start earning. Because you are the leaders. You are the mothers and fathers of tomorrow. You are the leaders who are going to get us out of this problem. When I sit here and look, I know the brain behind the engine that is going to drive us tomorrow is you. And you cannot afford to give up. You cannot afford to get into a place where others go and they are frustrated and they become depressed and they get lost and they give up. You cannot give up. Because I am a pastor, let me just get you to something the Bible says. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9 and 10 says, what has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already long ago. It is here before our time. And if it has been there before, it is possible for us to change it and make it better. That is why we are here. And let me tell you something. I see you wearing these trousers that you sag up to here. My own father, in the 1960s, he was sagging his trouser. So there is nothing new under the sun. I see you wearing afros. If you look at Michael Jackson and the five of them, they were still wearing those afros. If I see the flared trousers that you are wearing, they were being worn. Some of us are wearing minis. They were being worn. So there is nothing new, but things change, and they are changed by men and the women who understand and know the times, and they also know they are the leaders who ought to change things. So I come to my speech now. So it is a great honor to stand before you this afternoon on this graduation square, where hundreds have emerged from this institution as proud graduates, ready to embark on a journey of positive change in our nation and in the world. I extend my heartfelt gratitude for the warm reception I have received, led by the great university and its outstanding students' leadership. Engaging with such intelligent, vibrant, and innovative young minds in our colleges and university is always a very privilege I cherish. I must admit that capturing the attention of this dynamic Generation Z for more than 15 minutes can be quite a challenge, especially given the era of technology advancement, giving rise to social media sites like TikTok, Instagram, and many others. Nevertheless, I'm humbled to be here today. And when I look at you, I can see you are attentive. And I'm sure you are looking and asking, what is this mother up to? I'm up to some very good. Something very good. Because you are going to be in this university and you are going to come out as people who are well educated, and we are going to be looking for jobs for you. I've been told to engage you, and I'm sure I will start engaging you very soon, so that you can go and start helping me with the huge task that God has given me. I wish to commend and express my appreciation for the unwavering dedication of the teaching and the non-teaching staff who have tirelessly nurtured the institution over the past decades since it was granted its university charter. The growth, competitiveness, the research and outputs, market-driven programs that this university offers are a testament to the character and commitment of the leadership across various faculties, schools, and the university senate and faculties in this institution. The university senate and council, you have done very well. Dear members of the faculty, a university is like a living thing. It thrives when nurtured in the right environment. Your collective responsibility is a kicker of the great progress you have made. Consequently, the fruits of the right environment manifests as students who make a lasting, positive impact on our nation and the world at large. The Bible exemplifies this by saying that we must bear fruits, and not just fruits, but fruits that last. And I'm sure the students who still sit before me are an investment the parents have brought here, and this nation is looking at how you are going to deal with them so that they become profitable, not only to themselves, to their parents, but to this nation and the nations across the world. Because these ones are not local people. These are brains that are going to drive the economies of the world, and I have confidence that these ones can be able to do it and do it better than it has been done before. My visit today, ladies and gentlemen, also aligns with the agenda of guidance and counseling department of this institution to bring up a holistic person in a student who is responsible, accountable, and of good character in her or his undertakings. My vision is to see every young person in our country empowered to realize their full potential and to lead dignified lives. This vision cannot be realized without a price. So we must collaborate and support this educational institution of Karatina University so that we can be able to achieve that goal. The responsibility of building a brighter future does not singularly rest with this education institution. It is a collective effort that requires collaboration of different stakeholders, including the government, the private sector, and individual citizens. Also, as a leader, I speak, and as a mother, I speak. I was a university student like you many years ago in 1985. I don't know whether some of you were born, but I'm glad you are here. I was a student at the Kenya University. I understand firsthand the challenges you face. I've also interacted with university students in different forums. I have held a similar conversation at Mount Kenya University. I've been at the Daystar University. I've been at St. Paul University. I've been in Masai Mara University. I have been with the Nairobi University, and every student seems to be going through the tough times, and they are trying to hold up. And that encourages me to come and speak to each one of you and to encourage you and to tell you there is a tomorrow. There is hope. And I always tell you, do not give up. If you can help me, just tell the other person, please don't give up. As parents, lecturers, and leaders, it is incumbent upon us to guide our young people by mentoring and coaching them to become individuals of immense value in our society. I have witnessed the devastating and heart-wrenching effects of addiction in the drug dens and rehabilitation centers of Kenya. As a result, I visit universities and colleges and high schools and even primary school to urge our young people to live free from psychoactive substances and to pursue productivity and prosperity. Dear students, it is sad for any mother or a leader when they visit a rehab center to find the highest population consists of university dropouts. These are the young individuals from whom families entrusted their hope of making the world better place, and where the knowledge and skills acquired from this learning institution would help those families to progress. However, their dreams are frustrated and shattered as their children go into addiction, and some of them not only get into addiction, they get frustrated to the level they commit suicide. The level of suicide that is in our universities is unacceptable, and I'm coming to tell you there is a future and there is no need of you killing yourself. I remember when I was in the university, Kenyatta University, I contemplated the same. Now you can tell, had I done it then, I would not be here. Things were very tough, and something had happened in the background at home, and I thought, because my mother was in such problems, and it was nothing very big, actually, not very big things that make people contemplate suicide. I had gone and gotten myself allowance from the university, and because I loved my mother and she had done so much to get me to the university, I decided to buy her a gas cooker and to move her to a good house and to buy her a wardrobe and all those things that would make her feel that I appreciated her. And unfortunately, the same gas cooker which I had bought, it exploded, and some neighbors got burnt, and they were blaming my mother. So I wondered, why was I doing all these things? And because I loved my mother, I wanted to kill myself for that reason. But you can see God kept me, and I'm here as a testimony that you don't have to die. Maybe your destiny which God has for you is so big, and Satan will always bring his agenda and try to block you from your destiny. So let me say, anything can happen, small things, details which maybe if you are not talking to your friend, you are not talking to someone, you can contemplate to do the wrong thing. And it is only because God was on my side that I'm here. And I have come to speak to you because I know poverty cannot stop you from getting to the level you want to go. I have come from a background, and those of you who follow me, you know I lived in a ghetto in Kiandutu. And I testify this because it's the truth. The other day I was there, and I was telling people, because when we say this, people start commenting social media, they say everyone who rises, they say they want to associate with bad background. That is it was bad history. Nobody would want to speak about this. But I speak to you because I know some of you may be going through what I was going through. I came from ghetto in Thika. It's called Kiandutu. Go there. It is still there. I went to Mogmoine Primary School. I went there even without shoes. There was a time jiggers were just my friends. And rice in my clothes. They were there accompanying me. And they were bad because when I look at you, you look very clean and well, and anybody looking at you, you look like you're actually working. If I compare myself, even when I was going to Alliance, we didn't have shoes. My clothes were torn. In fact, I didn't have even a uniform. But here I am. God can change things. Those who have known bed bugs, try them. They are bad. They don't let you even sleep. They bite you, they leave a smell, and even they leave a swelling. So poverty cannot stop anyone from climbing to the next level. The background you come from, the ones who gave birth to you, where you are born, the location, it doesn't matter. That is not where your destiny is. That was a vehicle, and the location God dropped you. From there you must work, and work very hard. Focus, believe in yourself, believe in God, and you will make it. The scourge of drugs addiction has taken root in our society, particularly among our youth. This alarming trend is eroding the lives and prospects of our young people. And the societal impact of addiction to drug-related crimes is undeniable. As a mother who deeply cares about the well-being of the youth, I stand here to sound a cautionary note about the dangers of drugs and to urge you to steer clear out of them. I also caution on the danger of the triple threat, the new HIV infections among adolescents and the youth, which is actually rising. Teenage pregnancy and gender-based violence, the three are closely related. Take care of yourselves. I urge you to remain focused and determined in your studies. I know that sometimes the education journey can be tough, but never give up on your dreams. Remember, you hold the power to shape the future of Kenya and the world. I'm particularly concerned about the boy child. Boys are fathers, they are leaders, they are priests of homes, they are husbands to people, and therefore our society must start to take care of the boy child. I know my girl now is starting to feel a little jealous, but I am advocating this for your sake. They are the leaders in our homes, and they need to be prepared to take care of the challenges that will come their way. We must provide them with the opportunities to grow into strong, responsible, and productive members of our society who can make sober decisions that bring up strong and stable families. I call on each one of us to unite in our pursuit of dignified future for ourselves and for the generations to come. Let us use the talents, education, and the skills to build a prosperous and inclusive society that cares for the widows, it cares for the orphans, and people who are differently abled. I remain optimistic that through the collaboration and effort of all stakeholders, we will continue to transform Kenya into a better place for all citizens. I just want to conclude by asking you, because it is very important. I've been talking to young people, and one of the things that I understand and I know, when you grow up, sometimes you close. You become like a closed door. And to the parents, we don't know how to open, and we don't have the key, and we do not have the password sometimes to get to you. Because you grow, and the only thing you do to us is, hi, mommy, and bye, mommy. We look at you, and we feel we need to do something. And sometimes we are so afraid we do the wrong things. I would ask of you that sometimes you do not judge us, because sometimes you judge us wrongly, as we also have been culprit of judging our children in the wrong way. And we have misjudged you many times. The times changes. The way I grew up is not the way you are growing up. The challenges you are facing are not the same challenges that I faced. But I believe, like the Bible has said, whatever has happened before will happen again. I believe even with my experience as a mother, I still can talk to you. I can still have the ears to hear you. And so if you can, please always talk to us. Talk to your parents. No matter how bad we seem to be, we love you and we want you to live. And we want to cultivate a relationship that is able to make us become fruitful, both us and yourselves. And when we look at you, you get frustrated, you go out there and you are trying to have a good time. And when you are trying to have a good time, you also get peers who are not necessarily very upright in the way they want to relate with you. And then you get in trouble. And when you get in trouble, you come to us, we are also in trouble. As you are committing suicide, many parents are also in distress, and they are also committing suicide. For how long are we going to stay in this stalemate where you are you, I am here, I am me, and we are not discussing, and both of us are dying? We must have a conversation. As a mother, I am speaking to my sons and daughters. We must have a conversation. How do we live in this world? How do we change this world? How do I make your world better? And how do you make mine better so that we can live peaceably? I want to repeat what I told some people sometime. Myself and the Rigathi, we decided to enter into the world of these young people. So one day I told my son, we are going to be the people who are going to work with them during the birthday. And so we agreed they invite the young people. And they did. And they came. About 150 of them. We would have expected 50. And when they came, we are the ones to serve. We went to the counter. The sodas were there and everything was there, the juice. So we are serving. And these young people who came, I don't think they had known us because some of them had not been in our home. And of course, we were wearing the way you wear. We had T-shirts and all that. And they would be telling the Rigathi, open the soda for me. No, with that tone. And then he would make a face. And I tell him, you are the waiter. Open the soda. The other one, I want juice. Not that one, the other one. And he would calmly open and serve. Then it happened, as one of them was shouting like that, the birthday boy passed and said, those are my parents. And you could see the reaction of the young people. The next round they came, they were very peaceful and respectful. So it is possible for people to change. We can serve you, and you can also honor us, and you can serve us as well. And so I believe there is a future between you and us. And when you need somebody to speak, please look for someone. Don't just keep quiet. And especially my boy children. Muko. Ai. Sininawaona. Are you there? Are you there? Ahoy. You don't know? You can just repeat the same. Ahoy. I just want to hear that bass. University of Karatina. Am I having my boys around? Yes. That's better. Do not just keep quiet. Find someone to talk to, even if it is one of the lecturers. And what I intend to do, because I have heard that you want to open a crisis center, I would like to partner so that we have a helpline that can be open 24 hours. And maybe upgrade it to a rehab center where we can come and we can speak. Sometimes it is not about being sick or being in drugs. It is just having a place where you can have someone who can talk to you and you can offload and you can be able to move on. And so I will be engaging with the university. We see how best we can have that place where you can come and you can have some discussion. And we have spoken with the clergy. And we are saying, you are our children. You are our responsibility. and we must do what we must do to improve your life. We want a dignified future for you. I was discussing with your with the university, with your vice chancellor and the council, and I was telling them that when you start working here, we can start a digital hub where you can be going. Instead of just going, those ones who want, they can come there and they can start online jobs. You can be trained for online jobs and you can start earning. Because it's possible. You have the brain, you have everything it takes. If we are going out there and in the informal settlements, young people are able to get it. What about the brains who are standing here? It is possible for us to start even now. Instead of waiting and getting yourselves in other places, you can go there and you can be trained and you can get those online jobs. We are going to look for them. There are very many jobs online, millions of them abroad. And I know you can be able to get part-time when you can be able to do it all when you are finishing. The last few months, you get into that kind of training so that when you go out, you already have a job. The other one is hospitality. There are those ones, the seafarers, and they pay very well. So if we can introduce a 6-month course of hospitality, so that when you are living here, you don't go home. As you are waiting to get your job, you have somewhere you can go and be earning for 6 months, 1 year, and then you can get your degree, and if when the job is available, you can leave the one you did not study for, you go to one you have studied. Is that a good plan? So that everyone who lives with a job. But if you become job choosers, you will stay home, like many of us who have even PhDs and they are at home. And I was saying, a PhD at home is not better than that guy who is carrying the cat. The cat puller is better because he's able to put food on the table. But a PhD that is fed by the mother is not a very good one. And therefore, we must start to have a dialogue. How can we make ourselves productive after we leave? And this must start from now. Because everyone wants to go to the office. Everyone wants to be employed by government. And when the government does not have money to employ you or the space for you, then what will happen? You can employ yourself. I believe in self-employment. And that is one of the places you must be the drivers of self-employment. Manufacturing, agriculture. And the digital space is also expandable. And so it is my joy that we'll be able to sit here with your institution and be able to come up with some of those things. Are you ready? Are you? For those who want, we are not going to force anybody, but I know it is possible to earn even from agriculture. In fact, it is the best. When I went abroad, the farmers were the most rich and most respected people. It is only in Kenya where farmers are the lowest in the cadre and they walk. There, the people with all the best cars are farmers. And so I am looking forward to that collaboration and partnership with this university so that we can see the best way we can go. And I'll be coming many times. Do you want me to come? Thank you very much. And may God bless you. I may not have much, but I'll buy you like 3 bulls. Those ones, they should be able to feed you. Tomorrow, myself is to buy, now to slaughter and to eat is you. Are you unable to eat? I'm very sure that will be done. I want to thank you very much for your attention, and I see the future of this country. Karatina University, you are going far. God bless you.